Item 1B, approved meeting minutes dated October 22nd, 2024. Can I have a motion?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Item 2A, resolved that the Wilson Central School District Board of Education approve the following items B through C in the financial consent agenda as submitted by the administration. Can I have a motion?
So moved.
A second?
Second.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Item 3A, accept the resignation of Stephanie Wheeler as elementary school breakfast club advisor, effective November 6, 2024. Can I have a motion?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Item 3B, accept the resignation of Andrew Kashaw as girls modified basketball coach, effective November 5, 2024. Can I have a motion?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Item 4A, Jenna Valencourt as full-time elementary school teacher aide, effective November 13, 2024. Job Group A, Step 1, with benefits per the CSD agreement. Jenna has met New York State fingerprint clearance. Can I have a motion?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Item B, approve Rachel Deister as elementary school breakfast club advisor for 2024-2025 per the WTA agreement. Position split 20% each. Can I have a motion?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Item C, Rebecca Myers as unified bowling coach for the 2024-2025 winter season at coach's salary schedule per the WTA agreement. Can I have a motion?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Item D, Isaiah Knowles as varsity lacrosse coach for the 2024-2025 spring season at coach's salary schedule per the WTA agreement. Can I have a motion?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Item E, Katie Kashaw and Andrew Kashaw as JV girls basketball coaches for the 2024-2025 winter season. Positions split 50% each. At coach's salary schedule per the WTA agreement. Can I have a motion?
So moved.
A second?
Second.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Item F, Leanne Hildreth as unpaid assistant for varsity girls basketball for the 2024-2025 winter season under the direct supervision of Coach Brian Baker. Can I have a motion?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Item 5A, approve the corrective action plan for the 2023-2024 audit. Can I have a motion?
So moved.
A second?
Second.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Item B, approve the 2025-2026 budget development calendar. Can I have a motion?
So moved.
A second?
Second.
Any questions? All in favor? Opposed? Motion carried. Item C, approve the agreement between the Wilson Central School District and Erie County Medical Center Corporation Pediatric Educational Diagnostic Services to provide professional therapy services for the 2024-2025 school year. Can I have a motion?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Any questions? All in favor? Opposed? Motion carried. Item D, approve the memorandum of understanding, MOU, between the Retired and Senior Volunteer Program, RSVP, Volunteer Center at Hansey, sponsored by the Health Association of Niagara County Incorporated, Hansey, and the Wilson Central School District to enter an agreement for an RSVP volunteer program for a 3-year period, beginning April 1, 2022 through March 31st, 2025. Can I have a motion?
So moved.
A second?
Second.
Any questions? All in favor? Opposed? Motion carried. Item E, approve the agreement between the Wilson Central School District and Allen Spring for the 2024-2025 school year to tune any piano in the music department at a cost of $150 per piano with an additional fee of $30 for pitch adjustment servicing. May I have a motion?
So moved.
Second? Second. Any questions? All in favor? Opposed? Motion carried. Item F, vote to cancel the December 24, 2024 Board of Education work session. Should a meeting become necessary prior to Christmas recess, the Board of Education will schedule a meeting. Can I have a motion?
So moved.
A second?
Second.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Under policies, no first reading, right? Item B, policies for adoption. Policy 6140, employee medical examinations. Policy 6150, alcohol, tobacco, drugs, and other substances, staff. Policy 6220, temporary personnel. Policy 6550, leaves of absence. Policy 6560, determination of employment status. Employees or independent contractors. Policy 7320, alcohol, tobacco, drugs, and other substances, students. Policy 7442, student voter registration and pre-registration. Policy 7512, student physicals. Policy 7521, students with life-threatening health conditions. Policy 7555, educational services for married, pregnant students. And Policy 7554, equal educational opportunities. Can I have a motion?
So moved.
A second?
Second.
Any questions? All in favor? Opposed? Motion carried. Item 7, approve the CSE 504 meeting minutes and the IEP recommendations dated November 12, 2024. Can I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Second.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Item 8, conference requests. Item 8A, approve conference request per the November 12, 2024 agenda items B through E. Can I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Second.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Item 9, I believe, is there some conference requests or conference reports?
Yes. We'll start with Amanda Townsend and Paul Galgovich, being read by Amanda Townsend for the Hudson and Russ Special Education Seminar 2024.
Good evening, everyone. On October 10th, Mr. Galkovich and I attended the Hotchin Rush Special Education Seminar at Salvatore's in Failing Gardens. The seminar began with a presentation on the special education year in review, which included statistics on the increase of students with disabilities across the country and New York State. Significant changes in special education on the state and federal level were discussed, as well as case law updates. Disciplinary considerations were reviewed, and we participated in an activity where we simulated a hypothetical manifestation determination review, which is very helpful, since that's something that we do throughout the year. The seminar ended with a game of special education Jeopardy, where questions relating to scenarios were answered and discussed. The information provided was a valuable update on the changes that continuously occur in the realm of special education. The seminar also gives the opportunity to speak to other special education professionals from other schools and districts to share advice and information on situations that we may face that are similar to Wilson. Thank you for the opportunity to attend the seminar to ensure Wilson is up to date with the ever-changing policies and procedures in special education.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Galgovich, you have one also?
Good evening. September 10th, 2024, I attended the Blue Ribbon Commission Ambassador Forum at the Orleans Niagara BOCES Conference Center. The forum was one of several sponsored by regional BOCES to allow participants to learn more about the Blue Ribbon Commission's proposed changes to the graduation requirements in New York State. The forum consisted of a brief presentation on the goals of the Blue Ribbon Commission and a detailed review of what they're calling the portion of graduate. After the presentation, I participated in several survey questions using Thought Exchange to provide feedback to the State Ed Department and stakeholder. Overall, I gotta say I was a little bit underwhelmed by the presentation. I was hoping it was gonna be a lot more informative than it was. It was pretty much just a cookie cutter rollout by SED. But I do appreciate the opportunity to attend and kind of voice my opinions on the questions that were asked. So, thank you.
Thank you. Mrs. Pavon, you have two.
A few weeks back, I attended the New York State Association of Education Office Professionals Conference with Megan Illick, the high school secretary, and Lisa Smith, the accounts payable specialist. We would like to thank the board, Mr. Carter, Mr. Galgovich, and Mrs. Oliveri for allowing us the opportunity to attend the NYS AEOP conference. During the sessions at the conference, we learned many valuable lessons that will help us advance professionally and personally. We enjoyed learning about the importance of open communication within the office, adapting to change, having positive ways to deal with sudden or necessary changes, and the importance of being empathetic in the workplace and knowing when we may need to see things in a different light. We also enjoyed learning different tips and tricks for using Canva, a graphic design tool. We look forward to using and sharing everything we learned in our different roles within the district. And my second report, I would like to thank the board for allowing me to attend the Erie County Association of School Boards Fall District Clerk Program back in October. The relevant topics of discussion included a presentation on capital project votes and bonds presented by John Alessi from Hodgson and Russ, digitizing records, which was presented by Sarah Erling from the New York State Archives, We had a session on chair yoga, and we had a district clerk roundtable discussion. I found the digitizing records session extremely valuable, as I learned of a grant that the district can apply for in order to assist us with the cost of digitizing records and the specific procedures to follow. Thank you again for this opportunity.
Thank you, Mrs. Vaughn. I actually have a couple here I have to read also. The first one is from Morgan Taylor. She attended the Safe at Home Conference 2024 on October 24th. She attended the Safe at Home Conference that was held by the Child Advocacy Center of Niagara. This conference focused mainly on different aspects of domestic violence within the home, the community, between different generations. The keynote speaker was Alicia Kozowitz. As a 13-year-old girl, Alicia was kidnapped from her home, groomed and tortured and raped by a guy she had met on the internet, whom she thought was a 14-year-old girl. Alicia talked about her stories of will and survival to stay alive and escape. Other speakers included Andrew Campbell and Noel St. Ville. Andrew spoke on the ending cycles of generational abuse, as well as how harm in the home impacts the entire community. Throughout this speech, he spoke about several school shooters, murders, and rapists that are now been convicted. Noel spoke about different strategies that have been used by various women who have experienced intimate partner violence as a result of intimate partner violence. And the effects of intimate partner violence. To close the conference, they had Molly Burke from Inner Luminary Yoga do a meditation session and a mindful breathwork session. On October 17, 2024, Brooke Smith, Lindsay Gallagher, Kitty Hensel, and Karen Alicio, 4 of our English teachers, attended the Western New York Network of English Teachers Conference at Buffalo State College. Presentations that they attended including motivating readers, joy and wellness, and discussion strategies. These conferences were voted on amongst the attendees, and they discussed the topics in breakout sessions as a whole group. Specifically, they attended group-driven workshops that focused on finding ways to bring joy in the classroom for positive-driven lessons and feelings, being able to find tips to encourage students to have a positive state of mind while in the classroom setting, encouraging positive relationships with literacy and reading, finding ways for students to think for themselves. It will encourage independence and more student-centered learning environment. Key takeaways from the conference: thinking outside the box and incorporating hands-on activities, positivity brings more happiness for students and teachers, different approaches to meet the needs of students that you are teaching. It's important to ask open-ended questions to promote discussion. In order to help students become interested in reading and writing, we have to find ways to connect them to the text, possibly having more short stories, poems, and podcasts instead, mostly reading novels based on that encourage multiple genres, encouraging reading through multiple avenues, encouraging mindfulness, having students share their own strategies for success with one another, and ideas to facilitate discussion in the classroom. And my final one is from Nicole Tiffany West. Mr. Carter and members of the Board of Education, thank you very much for allowing me to attend the At the Schoolhouse Gate on October 24th, a day focusing on the status of student rights in public education. The Academy of Human Rights hosted the event, and 2 very influential speakers presented information regarding public education and students' rights. The first speaker was Justin Driver, a professor of constitutional law at Yale, and is the former Supreme Court clerk. One of the most interesting facts he shared is that on any given day at school, half of the nation is in public schools. Public schools are legal institutions that the law shapes. He reviewed very important Supreme Court decisions dealing with public educations like Monroe versus Frederick and Tinker versus Des Moines. The Moreau case is part of Mr. Stack's New York State curriculum, and the Tinker case is within the U.S. History and Government class. Mary Beth Tinker, the second speaker, was phenomenal in her address as the plaintiff in the 1969 Tinker case. She was a junior in high school when the case was decided. This year is actually the 55th anniversary of the decision. The main outcome of her case is that students have rights within limits, but they are allowed free speech in multiple forms, and as long as it does not substantially disrupt or impinge on others. She personally enjoyed teaching that every year and ensuing discussions with Wilson Juniors. And once again, thank you. I learned much more and will continue to appreciate and share knowledge with her students. Sincerely, Nicole Tiffany West. And those are the conference reports.
Thank you, Superintendent Carter. Item 10A, approve fundraiser request per the November 12, 2024 agenda items B through C. Can I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Second.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Under item 11, use of facilities request. Approve use of facility request per the November 12, 2024 agenda items B through D. Can I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Second.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Item 12, field trips, no action. Item 13, Vice President Stewart, any report from those folks?
No, the meeting will be Thursday evening.
Thursday evening? Parker, do you have a report for the board tonight?
Just a few key points. The first thing I want to talk about was actually just approved. This was item 10C. The High School Student Council is going to be doing a fundraiser to collect donations of non-perishable food items to give to local shelters. Also going on, the National Honor Society, in collaboration with some of the staff, will be organizing the blood drive tomorrow. I don't know if you have seen the signs outside. That has always been a success, and it's expected to be a success this year as well. The play Clue was also a success. That was a couple of days ago. And my final just key thing here is the musical Seussical auditions happened today, and I believe they're happening tomorrow as well.
Thank you. Item 15A, Superintendent Carter, for your report.
Thank you, President Carlin. First of all, welcome and thank you, everybody, for joining us this evening, those of you who are online. A couple quick updates. Capital project updates. We're almost complete with our current capital project. We have a couple straggling items that are going to take probably through Christmas recess, the next time our kids are off and the building's open. So there's a few straggling items that are going to be needed there to be taken care of. The next thing is our capital outlay project for this school year has been approved by State Ed. We're expecting the bid to go out on November 19th with bid opening on December 17th. That'll be set mainly at where it is set at the elementary school with some reconfiguration of the main office. National Technical Honor Society induction ceremony is this Thursday at 9 o'clock. Mr. Galgovich and I, I'm sure, are going to be attending that. Our first quarter for our grades 5 through 12 has come to an end. And the second marking period is beginning. Our Fall Sports Award is also Thursday night at 6 o'clock. We have a mental health concert on Tuesday, November 19th at 7 o'clock. And it's a combined concert between Niagara Falls High School and the Wilson High School chorus group. And it was a phenomenal concert last year. If you have an opportunity, please come to that. And of course, Parker grabbed my only one thing today, and that was I did have an opportunity to see the play Clue last Friday night. My wife and I attended, and we have some really talented kids in Wilson. What an unbelievable show it was. I wasn't a big fan of the plot of the movie Clue, but the kids did a great job with the show and had many different laughing points throughout. It was really well done. So, board members, that's my report. If you have any questions for me.
Board members, any questions? Okay. I don't have a whole lot other than the fact that there's not the upcoming senior breakfast. Please make sure you're going to be there to make reservations, let people know that you can make it. Congratulations, athletes, on the great fall sports season, and good luck for the upcoming winter season. Thank you for the coaches and the families and everyone that helped make it a success. And at this point, we'll go right into the public forum. This portion of the agenda provides an opportunity for residents of the Wilson Central School District to be heard. Any person who wishes to address the board is invited to do so at this time. Please state your name and address. Complaints or criticism about individual school personnel are not appropriate in this forum and will not be allowed. The board may not respond to questions. They should be referred to the superintendent of schools at another time. Please be respectful and limit your comments to 3 minutes. Does anybody wish to address the board? Hearing none. There's no need for executive session, so I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.